Howdy, folks, and welcome back to RWBY. We're at Volume 8, Chapter 13. I think it's called Worthy. And it looks like there's a warning for flashing lights. Okay. After the end of the last episode, I'm very excited to see if they all immediately go through and appear in vacuo, or exactly how this works, or if this episode's going to be in that central chamber where they're escorting people through and people fall down, because he said don't fall. Very curious to see what happens there. And does Salem come back before the evacuation is complete? Does she learn where they are? Does she manage to get through and go with them? And even if she doesn't, it shouldn't take her long to get there. Probably a week. I don't know. I'm just guessing. It could be a day. It could be an hour. I don't know how fast she can travel, but they shouldn't have too much time there. But I always thought Vacuo was going to be the next volume, so I'm curious if there's going to be something that prevents them from getting there before the end of the volume. Because I think we have one more episode. I think 14 was this volume, so I think we have 14 chapters, so I don't know what's going to happen there. Now, Cinder and Watts and Neo's cool, know of this plan. Well, they knew of the rendezvous. And now they know the portals, because we saw at the very end that Cinder was like hooded, but she's going to be going through the portal. So what's going to happen there? Are we ever going to find out for sure what happened to Hazel? That's a question I have. I'm pretty sure he's dead, but no body. So are they ever going to show it or tell us for sure, definitively, that he's gone? I don't know. So let's get started.
Without the CCT, there's no.
Yeah, there would be a plan, right? Because my first thought when the portal opened up is they're going to go, what the heck is that? But they had already talked about this, right? Because they knew what they were going to ask for, so they must recognize what this is.
All of Atlas just step into.
Oh, that was a little comic-y little reaction that Jean had, was that he realized he has to, or he's going to volunteer, or they're going to volunteer him to be the test subject. Okay. Other people should be coming through now, right?
Okay, we can do
that. Did John just jump when he said don't fall? Or did he just jump down to a lower level? I hope.
Everyone! Ow!
Awesome. Wait, so Penny was flying with green stuff coming out of her feet. Kind of like the robot Penny would have her little propulsion unit. Is that maiden power? Or did she get that as kind of a semblance or something? Did she have a semblance before? Did Penny ever have a semblance that we know about? Huh.
Pushing.
You better be careful, Nora. Yeah, Vacuo is not a pleasant place.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, Cinder! Don't fall, he said. Okay, what is Cinder's motivation here? What, just killing people? That's never been her motivation before. Her motivation's been power. Just randomly killing people here is not going to give her any power. I don't understand her motivation for doing this. Okay, granted, she wants Ruby dead. But why kill all the civilians? That's got nothing to do with getting Ruby. Or maybe she thought that would attract Ruby? Wow. He's seriously cold.
How'd you know about that?
What? How did you know about that? The easy part ends here.
And know about that.
How did you know about that? I'm dense. Help me, guys. I don't understand what she's saying. How did you know about that? Is she mimicking what Ruby's going to say, what Ruby was thinking about what Cinder said about her friend Oscar? I don't know why Cinder said, how'd you know about that? I'm very confused.
She's right to be angry.
Oh, it's flashback. Okay. Oh, wow. Neo, you're tricky.
All closed.
Yeah, she's showing the past. She can't tell the future, but she can say what they've planned. And can she, like, play out a scenario of what they've planned to show kind of what the future might look like? Or is she just going to show them what they said?
Never considered.
You have
Wow.
everything you need?
She didn't let them flee. She killed them all. I mean, I know Cinder is a bad girl. Don't get me wrong. And she's done evil things, and she's killed people in cold blood. That doesn't shock me. It just kind of surprises me that she'd even bother to kill them.
Every life ever wanted.
Although that was an indication right there that she didn't necessarily kill everybody. Oh, so Watts is the one who shut it down. Okay, now it makes sense. I was curious. Everybody was curious. How did it, who shut it down? They even asked the question in the show.
Citizens of Atlas.
There goes Marrow's aura. Oh no, that's the one with the bomb, right?
Mine too, right?
Why would they leave his weapons there? What are you doing to Ironwood? Why would you just cold-bloodedly murder Jacques? Why not just leave him in there and walk away? Writers, what are you doing? You're not making any sense.
To win,
Who's that?
you simply
Oh,
can't
Neo.
do it alone.
Oh, Oregon on Yang. And she's gonna fall. Come on, you can get her, Blake. Use your whip. Yes. No! What happens when they fall? She either went through some sort of portal down there, or that signifies she no longer exists. She's gone into a void or something, or I'm with Blake at the moment. I'm not going to believe she's dead, because even though we saw her body fall, she was still alive. Even though we saw her alive and falling, and then vanishing, we haven't seen her dead body. I'm going to hold out hope that that means she's going somewhere that she'll be able to get back from. I don't care how good Ruby's gotten, she should not be able to beat Neo still. Neo is just so much better.
I did.
Oh, for a second I didn't know what she was doing when she looked behind her. She's not a robot anymore. She doesn't have her blades. But she has blades that are created by the magic of the maiden. That's cool. Don't fall, Weiss. Yeah, I was going to say, he's the one who's been expressing, not doubt per se, but he's been questioning the direction they've been going. So I was thinking he might actually want to stop Harriet. Harriet seems to be the most militant, or the most, that's not the right word, the most devoted follower of the now crazily written maniacal Ironwood. Nice, Crow. Where's Watts going to take this bomb? Where does he want this bomb to go? Ironwood. Oh no. Oh no. Please don't tell me my worry that Winter was going to die, saving people, is still going to come true. That Ironwood's down here now going to fight her, and she's going to do something that, while saving people, is going to cost her life, right?
On the evacuation.
You're not a cat. You know what that is.
Takes to get that staff.
See, this is where I say the writers have screwed up this character. Because Ironwood is always, until this volume, until the very end of the last volume maybe, has always been, he's confident he knows what's best for the whole world, right? For Remnant. And he's been fighting to save the world. And he even mentioned that in 6, I think. And maybe even in 7, that his goal is to protect the world. And now, all of a sudden, he only cares about Atlas, which, by the way, is falling and is going to be destroyed, and there's nothing he can do about it. But still, all he cares about is saving Atlas. That doesn't make any sense, writers.
So,
Oh, I was gonna say, why are they all have aura? They don't all, normal people don't have aura. And then, of course, it's Ren who's trying to shield them from the Grimm that are nearby. Obviously in Vacuo, because there's going to be Grimm, and they're all scared. Nope, can't go back through.
What? Why can't I?
Oh dear.
There aren't enough huntsmen and huntresses that went through. We're going to get a Vacuo rescue, aren't we? I hope. Oh, next episode. Man. Okay, this is cool. I am of split mind with regard to Volume 8. Half the story is really cool and really engaging, and half the story is dumb. The Ironwood stuff is dumb. But this stuff, the escape to Vacuo to get away from Salem, what's going on there, maybe a chance of running into some of the people from Vacuo, all of that's super excited. So this cliffhanger worked for me because I desperately want to see now how they survive this. Because they don't have enough fighters that went through before all the chaos erupted with Cinder in the Nexus. I'll call it the Nexus, right, for lack of a better word. So they don't have enough fighters. They're going to need Vacuo support. They're absolutely going to need it. So maybe next episode we'll see Team Coffee. Maybe we'll see Sun. Maybe some generic huntsmen and huntresses. Or does Vacuo have a military? I guess they do. It's just the only thing they said is that Atlas's military was also connected to the school and the huntresses and huntsmen. But otherwise, I think every kingdom had some sort of military force, so maybe they'll come as well. I don't know, or people are going to die. I'm going to assume that those people in the control center were, most of them, if not all of them, well, not all of them obviously, but most of them were killed by Cinder. So they're showing a lot of death in this, which is a more mature look at it, but it's definitely a departure from RWBY, which tended to make death to be a very individual and very meaningful thing usually. It was a certain person that we knew or we met who died, or like a huntsman dying in Volume 4, that sort of thing. But to kill in groups in bulk, not something they had done before. So that's interesting. I'm not saying it's bad. It just is. So I'm wondering if they're going to kill a lot of the civilians before any help might arrive. I got to imagine help's going to arrive, because if it's the final episode, final chapter in this volume, you're going to have some, I don't know, I'm not going to say the word happy ending because it's not a happy ending, but some positivity, right? You can't just have everybody killed. You can't. Where did Yang go? And where is, I think Weiss is okay. I loved Blake's role in this and the reaction she had. There wasn't a lot of dialogue other than screaming Yang's name. But her actions were awesome. Her reaction to, quickly overcome the shock and grief of thinking that she's lost Yang to realizing that it's anger at the person who did it. It is. It's anger at Cinder for taking Yang from her, or seemingly taking Yang from her. But also realizing as she's fighting her, she sees that Weiss is in trouble. And I love the look on her face of realizing is RWBY can hold off Cinder for now. She's holding off Cinder. Was I over here fighting Cinder because of what she did to Yang? Should I go help Weiss, who's also my teammate and is in trouble? I'm sorry, fighting Neo. Yeah, Neo. I think I said fighting Cinder. She can hold Neo off. RWBY can hold Neo off. Should I go help Weiss and Penny and fight Cinder, who was the real threat here? Because Neo, regardless of how bad she may be and how good of a fighter she may be, she only cares about killing RWBY. I shouldn't say that. I mean, obviously that matters, But what I'm trying to say is Cinder cares about killing a lot of people, and gaining a lot of power, and she's the bigger threat, right? You got to do a little bit of threat triage here and realize that Cinder is the bigger threat, and RWBY isn't on her heels and calling for help or anything. She's keeping herself in the fight, but Weiss is had to use a glyph to keep from falling, just like Yang did. So that's an interesting dilemma for Blake, and I think she's probably going to go over and try to help with Weiss and Penny, I would imagine. But they need to get some military folks from Atlas and/or some huntsmen, huntresses over through those portals fast to help with the Grimm. Where did Yang go? What's the speculation going to be for where Yang went? Because I can't believe they just kill her like that. I can't believe that would be her death, right? It wouldn't be that sudden and brutal, I don't think. I mean, even Pyrrha's death wasn't sudden and brutal. It built up to it, right? It was all within one episode, but I mean, it built up to it. And we knew what was going to happen before it actually happened, or at least we thought it could happen before it actually happened, right? And we saw her dead body. Well, we saw her disintegrate, technically. So where did Yang go? So I don't think Yang's dead. He did say, "Don't fall." What does that mean? He didn't say, "Don't fall or you're going to die." He just said, "Don't fall." So I'm going to guess it's some kind of a portal to somewhere. Where that somewhere is, no clue. We could think crazy and think that it's going to be related somehow to the gods, right? And maybe take her to where they are. That's a possibility, but I don't think that they would. There's nothing been set up to lead us to that conclusion, so I'm going to say no on that one. Some just void, like some sort of limbo, where she just exists, but there's no world around her, and then she has to figure out a way to get back. If she can. Is anybody going to join her? Will anybody be there where she is? That's an interesting thought. Will she run into Summer? I just said that as a joke. It'd be cool if she did, but is this happening to Yang gonna maybe bring Raven back into this thing? Is she going to become a factor again? She's been a non-factor since Volume 5. Wow. Okay, so on the Evacuo side, you've got Emerald, Oscar, and Jean to fight a Grimm assault. I mean, as far as we can tell. I mean, I'm going to guess maybe some other fighters have gone through already, but we didn't see them in their group, so they definitely need a rescue. Another Team Coffee, another caffeine appearance, and Team Coffee would be awesome, but I don't know what'll happen. That's why I'm super excited. I usually watch RWBY midweek-ish, I don't have time to watch it on Saturdays usually. I tend to watch it like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sometime around there. Today I'm watching it Saturday, so I get the full pain of an entire week to wait for the outcome of this one, and it hurts. So I'm going to just quickly verify that there's no, I don't think there'd be a post-credit scene on the next to last episode, but I just wanted to check. No new voices. No, I don't think so. That I would care about. But anyway, meaning that would be people that I would recognize is what I was trying to say. Mother, Jen K. Tidwell. Don't know her. So, civilian. Chris Damaris. Oh, well, there's one. I recognize Chris. He was a civilian. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. What's your theory for what happened to Yang? Where is she? And do you think we'll see anybody from Vacuo appearing? Any of the fighters that we know who are there appearing? Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.